calling the LaPorte County government. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. This call may be recorded. If you know your party's extension, please enter it now. For public health, press 1. For public safety, including the sheriff's office, press 3. For clerks, courts, probation, prosecutors, corrections, press 8. For public works, for county clerks, press 1. For courts, press 2. Probation, press 3. For the prosecutor, for Superior 1 or 2 clerk, press 1. For Superior 3 clerk, press 2. Superior 4 clerk, press 3. For Circuit Court clerk, press 4. For Circuit Civil or Juvenile cases, press 4. Clerk's office, Taylor.
Yes, I'm trying to figure out about some cause numbers I have where judges have recused.
Okay. What's the case number?
You said this is Taylor?
Yes.
This is Chris Throgmorton.
Oh, hey, buddy. How's it going?
Not too bad. So my last 5 cause numbers.
Let's start with the earliest one first.
Okay, so 46C01, 1907, MI 001619. Me versus City of LaPorte.
Order granting motion for change of venue to the hasn't been assigned yet. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of trying to figure out is if
Where that's supposed to go.
yeah, it's likely going to go through all the other judges, I'm assuming, and they're going to recuse. But it's been 3 months, and it sort of just stopped at Alavisos.
Should be able to. Well, I wouldn't be able to. Kathy should be able to know where it stands as of right now. So let me put that out. Okay, we'll have you talk to her about that one. What's the next case number?
I'm not sure if this one gets a new cause number yet. As of right now, it's 46D03, 1811, PL 001920.
So that was just done on, what day was it? Thursday for recusal judge.
Yeah. As well as this is sort of minor, but I don't know if somebody could fix this, but these the filing fees aren't supposed to be assessed to me. They're supposed to be assessed to the City of LaPorte. But also, yeah, I'm trying to figure out because as of right now, with my criminal cases, all 5 judges have recused from all my cases. For the next 3 cause numbers I'm about to give you. So I'm sort of trying to figure out is where Miss Kroback will be sending these. Where
So I have down for Thursday at 3 o'clock with the spring ceremony.
because
I keep track of all the places that she sends them to and Hold on.
Well, I know like
Where?
the criminal matters have a procedure, but the civil matters are a little bit different. Like the cause number before this, I've been waiting on 3 months for her to forward it to another judge. That's in regards to public records that I'm being denied. So that's sort of like time's just ticking for no reason. As far as that one goes. But
And
then
as far as I know, that whenever she like sends them out, she doesn't record it in the case itself. She has her own recording system, I guess you're gonna call it that, like her own log of where she sends them to and when she sends them and what they say and things like that. I don't think she actually puts it on the case itself. So it may have been, sent out, but I'll have you talk to her about that one. And then this one for the filing fee to be assessed against the city of LaPorte, where would I find that? Was it like ordered?
all right, so I filed a petition for a determination in November of 2018. Um, the city basically said that I misinterpreted some sort of statute in December. Then October 2nd of this year, there's a findings of fact and conclusions of law. They determined that I was correct on some things, but I can't get the full court rulings, which it would have required the judge from Superior 1, 2, 3, 4 to rule on this as a panel. Um, but because we actually have 4 courts with 4 judges and not one court with 4 judges, um, it's forwarded to the circuit court judge based on jurisdiction grounds, but then he recuses and requests a special judge. Um, However, it's like I said, I filed this almost a year ago, and it took almost 10 months to get it into circuit court, and then looks like 8 days later he recuses. Um, so like, I'm just sort of trying to figure out if there's no judges for any of these cases, if somebody could sort of take my idea and send it to Indianapolis or request a special judge, outside of LaPorte County to speed these things up because they're not all criminal matters. A lot of these are supposed to be my remedy to certain civil matters, and if they're just being held up in the clerk's office for months at a time, I'm not really, you know what I mean? It's kind of a rights violation kind of thing. These are statutorily created rights.
Let me get these off the printer. Hold on a second, okay?
All right.
Okay, let's see. All right, what's the next case number?
Um. All right. So 46D01
Okay.
1807 CM 001721. And this question is going to basically cover for 1721, 1737, and 1755.
Okay. Let's see. Order granting motion for change of judge. Defendant orally moves for the court to recuse himself. Argument heard. Defendant's oral motion for the court to recuse is granted. Presiding judge of Superior Court 1 member Superior Court 1 hereby disqualifies himself from presiding over this matter unless the clerk for select a judge. Okay. We print this order out. And it's 1721, 1737, 1755, right?
Correct. Now, with these, I would like to request essentially the entirety of the case record on all 3 of those. I'm pro se. And I have standby counsel, David Payne. But I would also like, I'd like to get access to the audio of every hearing for all three of those cause numbers since the the beginning of July of last year.
That would all have been in Superior Court 1?
Well, no, it started out in Superior Court 3. It went through all 5 courts.
Oh, goodness.
But I'm assuming everything ended up in Superior 1. However, being that Bergerson recused, it should all go back to the clerk's office, I presume. But
The transcripts would be with the court reporters for each of those judges that you had the hearings in. So the first hearing was in Superior 3, is that right?
I believe so. That's another thing I'm trying to figure out is where all of that should be in the case record as far as transcripts, audio, everything should be in the case record. From what I understand, if I get the entirety of the case record, that covers pretty much just every little individual thing I'm going to ask for.
So the transcripts themselves, if they are written up from the hearing, then it might possibly be in the case record, but without a request for them to be written up, I don't think that they're going to be anywhere except for with the court
So,
reporter.
how do I listen to the audio?
You have to talk to the court reporter of whatever court that was. So for the first hearing, if it started out in Superior Court 3, you would have to talk to Judge Thorne's court reporter, and then it would just go by whatever court reporter from there on out. So do you know when, let's see, the first hearing was
I mean,
July
you don't got to
15th?
do all that. There's like a year worth of hearings in 5 courts. If I got to go to the reporters, I'll figure all that out.
Okay, because I don't know who the court reporters are for all these people, but
I do.
Judge Albisa's. I'm sure you do. I bet. Yeah, so the transcripts themselves, that would be the court reporter for whatever judge.
All right. Now, who would have if there's reports filed by the special prosecutor? Would those reports be kept by the clerk's office?
I would assume they would be filed into the case. I don't see why they wouldn't.
Because I don't see anything on any of the dockets about any of them.
I would think that they would be in the case. I don't know why they wouldn't be, but then again, I don't handle criminal cases, so possibly I could be lying. But I don't. If it's gonna be, let's see. I just see a bunch of like appearances. I mean, you know the case better than I do, but is there a certain report that you're referring to, or just in general?
Well, I've went through. I'm on prosecutor's office number 3, so.
So they would have to file something, right? They would have to
Yeah.
come up with something before.
To my understanding, they might have to. But as you know, things in the law are yes, no, maybe, depends.
Yeah, a lot of that.
I often see them filed in other people's dockets. So it is an actual thing that's done. I just don't know if it's done on my case.
See the notice of cease and desist that you filed in September. Yeah, I don't know if they're not in the case. I don't know where they would be. I would assume that the prosecutor's office would have to have something if they're gonna. Were they recusing themselves from the case, or were you having them?
Well,
Can they
the
recuse?
lakes recused after SBAR recused. So now I got a guy from Stark County who is actually from St. Joseph County.
Oh,
So, but yeah, it's I mean,
let's see what this is. Petition for special judge, special prosecutor, substitute public defender. What is this thing? Memorandum of law decisions that you filed. Pretrial order denying state special prosecutor. Would that be it?
no, it should be it'll it'll say something along the lines of like special prosecutor files progress report or something along those lines. There's not one on my docket that I can see. I mean, I get that you can see a little bit more, but
I don't see anything like. I see all the things that you've filed, asking for a special prosecutor and all that stuff, but let's see. It's an order issued. I'm assuming by
that would have been Bergerson.
order granting petition for appointment of special prosecuting attorney, but I'm sure you already have that. It's also by Ferguson. The court being duly informed that John Lake, prosecuting attorney, has filed a petition for the appointment of a special prosecuting attorney. Petition alleges that any prosecution whatsoever, at least matters currently serving in LaPorte County. Petition for appointment of special prosecuting attorney. That was you, right? You filed that.
Yeah, for when Esbar was my prosecutor. He filed one, I filed one. Um, they were granted on one, denied on two. Then I filed again, and they were granted after John Lake filed on all three.
And so on that report you're referring to, they would have some sort of information as to why they.
Yeah, like because I want to say, I mean, I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt that the reasoning is because if there's a special prosecutor, like, all right, my prosecutor on the 1721, 1737, and 1755 is actually out of Stark County. But Stark County is not paying for my prosecution. They're providing the attorney, the special prosecutor, but as far as billing and everything, LaPorte County's still paying. So I presume part of that report is as an attorney, I've spent this many billable hours investigating this cause number, etc. Uh, Yada yada yada. I would assume that it's mostly related to billable hours or something along keeping track of funding. I would presume,
Right.
um, but from what I can tell
I don't.
by other reports, there's a possibility that there's some gems in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to tell you that I've ever seen a report like that, where it talks about how much man work the prosecuting office went into a case. I would have assumed that would have to exist for their own record, but I can't say that I've ever seen anything like that. Um,
Well, I should have one here soon on from what I understand, it's a special investigation into John Espar. That's I believe the circuit court judge, Mr. Alvisos, has ordered that due by October 30th in
oh,
an unrelated cause number. But
well, that's interesting.
yeah, if you get on that My Case thing and you look up attorney Charles Michael Steiner and you change it from all Odyssey courts to LaPorte County courts, you'll see, I believe it's February 26th, 2019. There's a request for special investigation into official misconduct or something along that nature. From what I understand, Mr. Esbar deleted 225 gigabytes of information, prior to leaving office.
Wow.
So, and, things like this, I just don't let die down, so.
No, I wouldn't expect you to.
All it takes is a few phone calls and whatnot, and quote some numbers and stuff like that, and now his report's due on the 30th, so.
Christ. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this and ask the boss where these cases stand, because I don't imagine that she would put it in the actual case.
Like the 1619, or no, the 1920. I understand that's probably the most recent, so I imagine they don't have anything. But the
1619 should have.
Or no, I mean the 1920. Yeah, the 1920.
Right.
That's from November of 2018. That's the one that they just did the order like October 2nd or something like that. Then October 10th. So, but the other two, or the 1619, I've been waiting on since like the middle of July, end of July. And then the 1755, 1737, 1721, it's been about 2.5 weeks. So.
All right. I printed out the order from the 27th of September for the misdemeanors, and then the case summary for 1619 and the case summary for 1920. I'm going to ask her about specifically 1619 and see where it stands for that, for the change of venue, and then ask her about the misdemeanors and see where those stand. And then if you would like, either I can have her give you a call, or I can give you a call back with what she says, or totally up to you.
You can give me a call back. It's 219.
Good number for you.
Yeah, 219-380-8142.
Okay, 219-380-8142.
Correct.
All right, give me a little bit of time and I'll give you a call back, okay?
Thank you.
Have a good one.
You too. Bye.